just a slight bit.
Hi, everybody. This is Dr. J, Professor Spike, Dr. Jake, and Arjun, streaming live from Austin, Texas, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Back in Oakland.
Oh, yeah.
The home of Terry Bradford.
Space.
I don't know if it's his home, but
he's from Shreveport, Louisiana, but he might as well be from Pittsburgh. Whatever.
And the first one to welcome us today on the show is Dan. Shalom to Dan. BCRX tanked on EU approval. Totally expected, as far as I'm concerned. The idea was to sell it pre-market at $12.75. That was the idea.
Yeah.
Not saying I did it, but I thought about it.
I didn't.
Seriously.
I don't care. Today doesn't matter. It's down like 2%, whatever.
Yeah, it's just the idea. These stocks are so sell them pre-market that you buy them later in the day.
It's true. All news is baked in. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
I've heard that Jake is back because Jiggly is here today.
Yeah, Jiggly's here and he's talking Kentucky Derby.
I don't even know Jiggly. I haven't been following it. Hot Rod Charlie. Who's the trainer? Don't tell me another Baffert. I know the Bourbonite looked good winning the Wood, but I don't know if he's in the Derby. Is Bourbonite in the Derby, Jiggly? Jiggly is a horse racing enthusiast. I will let you know my picks via Twitter.
Yeah, I love my race.
I haven't had a chance to look, but as soon as I come to my top three, I will tweet it. So look for my picks sometime tonight. All right, so we were discussing PLX and ARDX, two companies that the FDA turned thumbs down on out of 6. They only approved the last 1 out of 6, right, Jake? The last 6. The last 6 drugs, they turned thumbs down on 5. That's incredible. I don't know what's gotten into them. But PLX.
You're actually exercising judgment now.
I made money on that on the run up before PDUFA, sold at 6, made a couple of points, and then got back in after the demise. I got back in at 331, the low of the day the other day. I hit the low, and I sold again at $4. So I did quite well on that. That's the way to play these things. In and out on the buyer.
Basically, the strategy is fade approvals. Assume everything is getting rejected. Sell the day before.
Yeah, Lithuania.
Even if they get approved, they
Even if you're wrong, you'll make money.
Let's save money.
Lithuania, is that part of USSR? I think it was, right?
Lithuania? Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Northern Europe, right? Lithuania. Trying to figure it out in my mind.
It's like Eastern.
Northern.
No, it's like
northeastern. It's like kind of near Hungary.
Yeah, northeast. Yeah.
All right, so we're getting people from all over the world. That's very nice.
Great.
Now, I did not advertise lately. I'm doing a lousy job in advertising. I did do one attempt last night at alerting people. But they'll find us, no doubt about it.
I got my cousin from Australia to join, so maybe he'll tell his friends. Then we'll go viral.
Oh, very nice.
I'm gonna have to start the show 8 in the morning.
Yeah. Well, he watches the replay, but
okay, good.
So you have another Android there. Maybe we should look at that. We should probably look at that one.
Yeah, that's what
we will look at that one. Let's do a screen share. get to work, right?
Yeah,
I'm
let's
at it
start.
now.
I got a lot of time this morning, so I can stay on for over an hour if needed. It's a lazy Friday.
Oh,
That's what happens.
Somebody asked me for
People you like during the week.
ONTC. It was.
but the what?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Jada. Jada's with us. Wants us to look at RDEX.
I've been playing this
So
pump stock, OCGN.
Oh, you're in that?
Yep.
Let's go around. Jake, you want in particular?
Yeah, take a look at
Yeah.
OCGN.
Particular charts. OCTN.
OCGN. Isn't
Which one
OCGN
does
the
you
one
want,
that's
John? You want anything?
that's the one for eye diseases, right?
Well, OCGN, I mean, the pump is regarding their vaccine, their Indian vaccine, which is supposed to be,
Interesting.
yeah, it was supposed to be getting like $4 billion kind of subsidy, and is safe and it works on a new variant. Yeah, the Indian vaccine. It's supposed to be getting EU approval for emergency use.
Oh, it almost doubled from a month ago.
Yeah, some people think it's going like 50.
What's that symbol again?
OCGN. Some people think it's going to 50. Huh.
Yeah, you want to
The
start the
market. It's a $2.5 billion market cap. Yeah, I can see it. That would be 10 billion market cap.
Yeah, with their $4 billion grant. Yeah, Fauci mentioned it this week on the address to the nation. He said it works. A new variant.
Really?
Yeah.
That's big.
On which variant? The Indian variant?
Yeah, the Indian variant.
There's a
Apparently
million
works
variants.
on
Which one does?
I think it's a 617 variant.
Interesting.
Yeah, I did well on that this week.
There's variants of the variant. I think there's variants of the variants, right?
Yeah, the variant of the variant, exactly. Yeah.
Yep. Variantception.
Looks like it's slow today. I don't know why.
Maybe because there's 4 of us or
Slow
something.
day. Maybe. I think we've had 4 before.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Yeah, we'll start with OCGN. I have no position here, but I could be interested. The chart looks pretty good.
Why did it give me crude oil? I'm not having a good start to the show here. OCGN.
Yeah, OCGN.
There we go.
It's been on the active on StockTwits for quite a while, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, 120,000.
Crude oil looks like it's down.
Really?
Some of the energy stocks are down. A lot of things are down today.
Yeah.
So, like you guys were saying, the market cap is 2.4 billion. It's not exactly small market cap. The low of the year was 17 cents.
Wow.
Pretty crazy run it's had. 17 cents to $12. And the high here is 1877. The 12-month range. Not the year. Over the last 12 months. Let's take a look at the chart. Up 79 cents today, or 6.63% on a down market. Is it all hype or is it for real?
Good question. It's either going to 4 or at least 20, in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it could be like a Novavax situation.
Interesting.
Another Novavax, huh?
Well, I mean, it did exactly what you said. It retraced halfway up that bar and then found support and then bounced nicely.
Yeah. Let's draw the halfway mark.
I might buy this for a swing up to whatever that high is from February.
The halfway mark on this is interesting too.
Yeah, I would maybe play it up to like, is that like $18 or $19? Whatever that high is.
It did come down to the halfway mark from yesterday's candle, though.
Yeah.
And today it's backing down a little bit off the highs, but I have a feeling it'll close full at the highs. It looks like a tremendous momentum play.
Yeah.
Right now it has tremendous momentum.
Yeah.
When the 9 crossed the 50, it was at a low of 1081. I think it looks to me like this could propel much higher as it veers off of the 9-day is having trouble keeping up with the price. That's this is a rocket ship. It was 671, actually a low of 658 on April 22nd. That's a week and a day ago. So it is a rocket ship. It doubled in the last week. So in the last 6 trading days, we've doubled. So you want to buy this, realize that it could continue to Momo, or it could come right back to the middle of this green candle. Talking about the middle of candles, it can pull all the way back. What's to stop it? It's only a number. I found out about stocks. Don't think any number is impossible to reach. Do you hear an echo?
Yeah, I think one of us has a speaker on too loud.
Is it me?
Probably me.
Is it me?
I'm lowering.
Jake's good.
I lowered my speaker. Yeah, this looks like an ideal spot to pull back to if it's going to pull back. That would be a high of $8.25 on a pullback. If you want to play this thing conservatively, you want to play it for a scalp. I guess you could do it now. I don't know if it's going to continue to double after doubling, but anything is possible with these Momo stocks.
Yeah.
So you could play it a number of ways. Go into it now and looking for the sky's the limit, and sell at $8. If you're going for the moon, you're going to have to take a hit if you're wrong. And so
Yeah, you might take a hit, but the momentum is from the
this is one of these stocks that might
waiting
be
for
too
authorization.
hot to handle.
I might do my strategy of buying 100 shares and then immediately selling a covered call against it. Let me see.
There's an earnings call in 9 days. Maybe we should wait till that's over.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Everyone's waiting for that emergency use
I
authorization.
feel like that sounds like a radio in the background. That's better. Are you guys with me, or did I lose you?
No, we're still here.
No, we're here. Yeah, the options market here is super liquid. There's like no spread on the bid ask. I might buy this just to take advantage of the IV. I like it. I like it.
So you guys think it's worth a play.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy some
Professor
right
Play?
now. Actually, I'm sold.
There we go. Another one of those on the show purchases.
Yep. All right, done. I have
But yeah,
100
folks,
shares now.
just because Arjun's doing it doesn't mean you should do it too.
Yeah. This is my
Your own
opinion,
personal
strictly my
Now,
own.
our opinions are strictly our own and do not constitute investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting. Do your own due diligence.
Hello, Linda. Hello, Kamal.
Arjun likes to buy it on the show.
Yep.
And Jay,
And I
you have a
immediately
position in it already?
I'm immediately selling a covered call against it.
Jay, do you
Price
have,
point.
A man of his conviction.
The premiums are great. I mean, I like this.
Jake, I gotta ask Jake.
There he
You
is.
have a position in the OCGN?
Yeah, I do. I have.
Okay. Wake
Yeah,
up.
I know. I'm right here. Yeah, I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Wait, so
Oh,
everyone
yeah,
can hear me
It's
except
a
for
little
Dr.
bit
J.
of a lag.
What's your position? Is it mostly
So you
shares
do
or
have a-
options?
No, I have calls actually. So, yeah, I'll buy your calls, Arjun.
Okay. Yeah, you can. I think I might have just sold you one.
Yeah. No, I had calls. I went in on like Monday actually, so it's been good. I'm up like 50% on this, and I
That's
think
great. That's
it's going to
great.
continue because we're waiting for emergency use authorization, and I don't think White House is going to talk about it publicly about how it works. And they spent like 5 minutes on it, so it was a good amount of time during one of the address. So I don't think they'll do that if they don't plan on giving emergency use. So I think the momentum goes until it gets issued the EU, and then I'm out.
Sell the news.
Yeah.
Like anything
And
else, sell the
Wall Street
news.
Bets kind of stock too, actually.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to my stock screen. And now the candle is full. Remember how I said the candle is going to be full by the end of the day? Well, it's full already. It had been off the top. Now it's right smack at the high, pretty much. So Arjun is making money already. Very good, Arjun.
Yeah, I'm up a
$0.89.
few bucks. Nice.
You're up $9.
Losing money on my
And
credit
it's
call.
very, very, very volatile.
And
Yeah.
by the
Very
way,
volatile. And
you guys still
of
have
course,
me
you
pinned.
should have
Yeah.
you should have support at the low at 986. If it gets that low,
Jay, you have to share your
if
screen.
it gets that low without news, I might nibble. I'm not chasing. I refuse to chase anything at this point. We're going to look at DermTech
show your
because
chart.
this one could be $100 a share and it's only 42. So
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
figure out
You know
why
what's the
it's only
plan, right?
42. DermTech has the PLA, whatever that stands for. Pigmented lesion.
Looking a lot like Jake.
Yeah, I mean,
DermTech, they put a Band-Aid on you. They pull the Band-Aid off and they analyze it for DNA and whatever else pulls off, whatever else they manage to pull off. And you don't need to biopsy every mole that you have. And the problem is the skin doctors lose a lot of money by not doing surgery. So that's a little problem that they got to overcome. They got it spiked to 45.
You have to share your screen.
You got to go put it back on the screen. We can't see anything except Jake.
yeah, people are just watching me eat chocolate.
You can't see me. How did that happen?
There we go.
Yeah, I'm the face of DermTech.
I was the only one looking at the chart. Now you see my chart? Guys, you see the chart?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, great. So I was saying that the problem is the dermatologists are reluctant to adopt it because it hurts their business. They make money taking biopsying these moles or pigmented lesions, whatever, and they make a lot of money. That's their bread and butter. So if you have a test that is nothing more than a Band-Aid that goes over a boo-boo, we pull it off and bingo, bango, you know, with 99% accuracy if it's malignant or not. That's pretty scary for them, I would think. I would think that's scary for them. Now, they've had a slow time in getting adoptions by insurance companies. They've gotten a few adoptions and some turndowns. Medicare has approved them. And now the good news is they've come out with an improved test that's even more accurate than their previous one. It's going to be very hard for skin doctors to look the other way, but I suspect the earnings coming up in a week may not be too good because they're based on the old test, not the new one. The new one is going to catch fire and move this stock to 100. I don't see how it could miss, but I've been wrong before. So the chart itself is reflecting some optimism now. After a huge sell-off, we had a very bullish engulfing, right? Remember what I told you about engulfings after a big sell-off. It's very meaningful. So this is a meaningful engulfing on April 21st. And since then, what was the low on April 21st? The low was 32.39. So if you bought, even at the top of that candle, $38, you'd be up $5. So the engulfing is paying off so far, and I think it will continue to pay off. I think any dip is a buying opportunity on this one. I already own a lot of it, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to be accumulating. How much more, I mean.
Yeah, the tech is great. Band-Aid for the biopsy.
It's a very promising company. I think they're going to earnings will be shitty for May for the first. What would that be? What quarter? For the first quarter, and it'll continue to improve throughout the year. That's how I see it. So the picture may not be great come for earnings, but I think after that it'll start to take off. That's my opinion on this one. My opinions are strictly my own, do not constitute investment advice. And I think you'll see more insurance companies than not give approval because it's a no-brainer. It actually saves them money over biopsies.
Right.
All right. Let's do another one on my list.
Well, why don't you do PCRX?
Okay, that's on my list. So I'm going to do it in no particular order, my list. Don't forget Amazon on my list.
I have to organize by theme.
All the boring stocks like Walmart are on my list.
Boring.
Now, people are saying BioCris collapsed on the news. Well, it didn't collapse, but pre-market it was $12.75. So to that extent, it collapsed. 20 cents. Well, 1.69% is not a collapse.
Yeah, not even
Last
close.
show, Arjun, that I thought the EU approval was baked into the cake, and that it would not go up on that. Remember,
Yeah,
Arjun?
yeah, definitely. That makes total sense. I mean, it's not like they were going to reject it.
Yeah. So it's no surprise to me that it sold off a little bit.
Yeah. I've already started hedging.
I do think you may get a little run into earnings, maybe.
I think after earnings, we're going back down personally to high 10s, low 11s, and then we'll start up again.
It could easily sell off after earnings, especially if it's a miss.
Yeah, I don't even think it's going to be a miss, but I don't think the beat is going to matter because, like, they're only projecting like 4 million. They can beat that easily and still not be anywhere close to justifying their market cap. So,
yeah, but it's the promise of future earnings.
Of course, but I'm saying it's easy. It's easy to manipulate this stock on Q1 earnings.
Nothing's changed with the fundamentals. They still have PNH going for it, which is probably worth $1 billion in market cap alone, and they have what's the third thing they had?
They have galidesivir and FOP also, but Gali is just an unknown. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they're talking more about the other drug and not about Gali. Then we know.
Yeah, there's one more drug, one more antiviral that's on the shelf.
Yeah, but basically all I'm telling people is just be careful here. If you're expecting this to go up after earnings, just I would hedge a little. I've already started buying back some of my puts just in case.
When is it? Thursday, the earnings report?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we'll run up into it, but I don't think it's going to hold.
Yeah, I'm not saying we're going to run way up, but I think we'll bounce off of today's sell-off.
Yeah, I agree.
If we don't, we're probably looking at the 50 for support.
Yeah, and that's where I think we could maybe go to the 50 after earnings.
That's 1139. That's not a disaster.
It's not, no. Especially given that we were in the 9s recently.
We have a positive cross of the 9-day when off of 1195. So there's room for it to run over the next 3 days, I think. The high that it's made since positive cross is 1275. 1275, curiously, was a high pre-market that I noticed.
Yeah.
So for all those BCRX fans, how can we be reassuring? Don't panic, right? We look like we have good support at the 50. We have a lot going for us besides Oladeo. And even if earnings not the greatest, it's only just begun.
Agreed.
And it takes time for a company to gear up. So I don't expect phenomenal earnings. I never expect phenomenal earnings for a new drug, especially unless it's a big pharma. So from a company that's transitioning into commercial company, as Jake says, he generally stays away because earnings are generally not there at the beginning. But you never know. They could be taken out any day now.
Yeah.
You always have that going for you.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's the interesting part.
$25 takeout. I think they sell the whole kit and caboodle.
Yep.
Yeah. So basically my plan is next week when you see volume spiking, if you do and you see a run up, just, don't be too greedy. Take a little off, just a little bit.
Yeah.
This is one that's yo-yoing around, TCEHY, as people are afraid to put their money into Chinese stocks because the Chinese are cracking down on monopolistic practices so that they can impose fines on companies. Nilly-willy fines. So in other words, they could fine you because they feel like it. But as I pointed out in the last show, we made a distinct move off of that down channel that was significant, and we're still moving in the right direction. So I view any pullback to the 100, for example, as a buy. Buy the dips, don't sell the rips, because I think in the long run, this one is going higher. 10-cent holdings. Very bullish on this one. It's the 100 has been support forever. Look at 12/28, 2020. Support at the 100. And we continue to find support at the 100. Support at the 100 on 4/7. Support at the 100-day moving average on 2 days in a row, 420 and 421. Support again, looks like it's coming. Looks like it'll be tested again today. So I expect it might be tested again today. The 100 is at, where is the 100? The 100 is at, let me see, I can't read that.
82.93 or 82.03 or something.
We're above the 100. It doesn't make sense. Maybe that's not the 100. Maybe that's a line.
That's only a trend. That's only a
that's a trend line. Yeah, that's a trend
Didn't
line.
I draw a beautiful trend line? Did I or did I not draw a beautiful trend line?
It looks great. It's just not. It's just not the 100. It's just not the 100.
So beautiful that I thought it was 100.
The 100 is. The 100 is about to be crossed downwards by the 50.
Yes, that's not good.
It is good.
But what is good is the picture says 1,000 words, and this picture is telling you that we're heading up. Until that picture changes, I'm bullish.
Sounds good.
This is a very, I mean, look, down, in a super terrible negative channel. We break through that channel, and we're following the trend line up. I don't care about these pullbacks. It's normal because remember, stocks don't go in one direction. So I like 10-cent holdings. So there, I like it. Baidu is another one that probably should be owned, but I'm not going to short it. ONTC, somebody asked for that. ONTC.
Oh yeah, I'm in that one.
Or is it ONTX? I forget.
No, I think it's ONCT.
Yeah, ONCT.
I have a little bit of this one.
Yeah, me too.
Not a ton.
Ocular Therapeutix.
Yeah, I was waiting for something for this. What are we waiting for again?
I've never looked at the chart.
Yes.
Well, we're going to rely on you for the fundamentals.
I mean, I grouped this in with a bunch of others. I have to refresh my memory too. I bought this in March and I forgot.
Yeah, something is happening this week or next couple of weeks for this.
Well, they had data come out a few weeks ago, I think, and then it sold the news, and then I bought when it sold the news. But now, yeah, you're right. There is something.
This time I'm not crazy. The 100 is support here on 3.5. The 100 has been support as far back as 11.25. It broke through support, but it didn't close. It didn't separate from the 100 at all on 4.20. It did close below. It only closed below, and today it's threatening to close below 100 maybe. Well, by the end of the day, I suspect it may not be. So the 100 is excellent support. It's at support. If you have fundamental reason to buy this, this looks like the place to be buying. It's also about midway through the green candle here. and that's always a spot that I like to buy at. So you got the big green candle, buy halfway through, halfway down the green candle. So look where it is. It's exactly halfway through the green candle. I like this one on the charts. I don't know enough about the fundamentals, but Jake said some news on this, right, Jake?
Yeah, you say something's going to happen next couple of weeks. I don't know what. I remember why I bought it now. It's because of the I bought it for the rebound. After replay when all bios were taking a hit.
Right.
Yeah,
I did the same thing.
This was a great place to buy when. What day is this? Let me get rid of the high.
Fridays.
That's that day where you called the bottom.
Yeah.
March 5th. March 5th was a great day to buy. Rebounded beautifully and went up straight up since then. And the low of the day that day was 459. We're still way above that. So this might be one that I would buy on the show, but I'm not inclined to do that because I'll wait till after the show. Plenty of time. I can think about it a little bit more, but I'm bullish on it.
People are asking for NDRA.
How about Amazon.com with earnings? This one should be up $100. And anything less than $100, you're getting a bargain buying it. It had blowout earnings 2 quarters in a row. This was ridiculous, the earnings this quarter. They're projecting amazing earnings next quarter, and it's only up 1.25%. That's less than a lot of the rinky-dink bios I own. So to me, Amazon.com is a bargain at this price. As it makes its way to $4,000 a share by the end of the year, it's going to exceed my $3,800 target that I mentioned the last time. I'm raising my estimates. Amazon.com.
Hey, Arjun, look at that.
They're an amazing company.
10%.
Yeah, it's running. It's running.
Good thing you didn't wait till after the show.
Yeah.
There's
I like
nothing
making
to
money
chart.
on Fridays.
There's nothing to chart here. It's just you buy this one because it's never the wrong time to buy Amazon. And when in doubt, buy Amazon. I said it a million times. I look at the chart and it's making another new high every other day. How can you go wrong? I mean, you want to start looking at support levels, fine. No, I'm not even going to do that because why bother? It's going higher. Forget about the more. It's going higher.
Yep.
Amazon.
There's nothing. There's nothing to learn. There's nothing to learn about this.
My portfolio. How many new Amazon Prime customers were added? I think 50 million. That's what I read in the earnings report.
Yeah.
Could that be?
That's more than Price Club.
50 million worldwide. And they get over $100 a year for Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah.
That's like $6 billion just the new members.
I pay for it.
This is a gold mine. Jeff Bezos is a genius. All right. Well, maybe it's Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. That's a genius.
Nothing to learn here.
Somebody's a genius. Walmart should be Walmart. As Walmart,
We'll let Dr. J do his blue chip specials and then move on.
Walmart will do what Amazon already did and have blowout earnings and zoom up. Walmart is not a 130. It's not a.
I'm in and I'm waiting.
What?
I said I'm in and I'm waiting.
Amazon should be selling at 150 plus. So anything below 150 is a bargain.
I agree.
The problem with Walmart is why buy Walmart when you can buy Amazon?
Because it's cheaper.
It's cheaper, yeah, but it doesn't move as much. It has a lower beta.
It's an investment. It's not a gamble.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's a gamble. Every stock is a gamble.
Every stock's a gamble. That's true.
In fact, Walmart is more of a gamble than Amazon. But I think it should be owned. It's a fairly safe, relatively safe play. I think it's a low beta stock. I didn't check the beta, but it moves like a low beta stock should move. It's at the upper end of its recent trading range. Then it's got to get through the 100 before it makes the move to 150, 151, that area. So I'm waiting for it to cross the 9-day, cross the 100. It crossed the 9. It's got to cross the 100. We have a positive cross of the 9 with the 50 back here on 4.7. But with that on 4.7, when it did that, we were trading at 139, and that's all we're trading at now. So it has done very little since that positive cross. I expect the positive cross of the 9 with 100, and I expect the price to do the same, cross 100 and then take off. So I think
When's earnings?
Walmart is on the verge of a breakout to 150. When Walmart breaks out, you're talking about a 20% move, less, 10% move. That's the problem with owning Walmart versus Amazon or some of the others. When Tesla breaks out, you're looking at a 20% move. When this guy breaks out, you're looking at 10% move. So I think these lows are very solid, and then I think you won't see them again, maybe, hopefully. 137 would be the low of the trading range. So it's been in a trading range for the last 3 weeks. I think we break out of it to the north. We head north. I think all the blue chips are going to break out. I think the consumer discretionaries are going to break out. I think the consumer is clearly back. So stocks like hotels and Disney and cruises, all of that stuff, they're all going to do well. Tesla, I see them all doing well. Let's look at Tesla. If you don't own a piece of Tesla, I don't know why not. I can understand you're not owning Walmart, but you got to own a piece of Tesla. Look at this. Look, it looks like it's forming and engulfing. Of course, it hasn't been much of a pullback, so it's not tremendous meaning, this engulfing candle. But it's a nice candle today. It's taking its time loading. Okay, so we have the engulfing forming today. It looks like a very bullish sign. I see new highs, not total absolute high, but I think 780 should be taken out. So I see a move back to the 800s coming up for Tesla, as EV is still hot. EV is hot. Everyone I know wants to buy a Tesla. They don't want to buy an Audi E. They want to buy a Tesla. Audi is spending a fortune advertising. Is Tesla spending a fortune advertising? I don't think so. Nope. So buy your Tesla car and buy your Tesla stock. It's a Tesla world for now. Yeah, I think this competition coming out of China with NIO and XPEV. NIO is doing much better than XPEV. Let's take a look at the chart of NIO.
I remember buying puts on XPEV before.
I like XPEV, but NIO is doing better. The chart is better. So we have the 200 is support. The trend line that I drew the other day is still intact. We have a nice move up today on NEO, just like on Tesla, whereas XPEV is going the other way, 29.99. I'm out of my XPEV. I do not own NEO. The only EV car maker I own right now is Tesla. All right, we're looking to cross the 50. Cross to the 50, and we're in business. We take out 43.13, it should run to 50. Or maybe not right away. It's got to take out this high at 46.29, then 50. The chart is very good. We're following the 200. We're following the trend line that I drew. So it's clearly in an upward trend with one little minor pull back to the 200 on 416 at $34, and we're up big time since then. So it looks like there's no stopping NEO, no stopping Tesla. These are emerging as big EV plays. Everyone else has got to prove it. That's how it seems right now. There's nobody else proving it besides Tesla and NEO. All right, what about some bios?
Why don't we do
NDRA?
Oh, NDRA. Yeah, let's do NDRA.
One of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
You in this one, Jake?
No.
No.
But I'm all ears. NDRA. Eh?
Expecting FDA approval when?
Well, it's that's the beauty of this one. There's no date. It'll come when it comes because it's a 501(k). It's not a drug. It's a technology. So they're just delayed due to COVID. Yeah, it's basically like for NASH, like non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And it's a lot cheaper than MRI.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, this has $100 million market cap, so I've been buying a lot just on that alone.
Looks like it's poised right now.
Finally, it looks like it finally is above the 9 and has supported the 9 over the last 6-7 days. So it looks like we bottomed successfully. We found the bottom at 419 at $2 in the nickel, and we're up sharply from that. So it looks like there's no reason not to continue moving on up in anticipation of approval, as the 9 is getting ready to make a positive cross with the 50. When it made a negative cross with the 50, we did go down on 415. So we went down upon the negative cross. It had been in 231, we went to 205. So even if we go up 30 cents more, that's not a bad move. So without approval, it looks like it's running. With approval, it'll take a pop and then sell off, like any other bio. So remember the rule: sell pre-market on approval.
Yep.
It's a rule.
So, Arjun, what's your thought on approval? I mean,
in terms of likelihood, or
yeah, likelihood.
I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. I mean, this isn't it's already delayed so much due to COVID.
It's already being used in certain countries, right?
Yeah, it's used in Asia already. Like some companies are using it in their clinical trials also. If there's a reason that it wouldn't get approved, I haven't found it yet. And the beauty is there's no PDUFA, because like PDUFA's right, it runs up to it and then it either gets approved or not. The date is just completely unknown, which I personally like. It gives less
There's
manipulation.
one of the biotechs that I'm still in. I like this one. This is Sidious Biopharmaceuticals.
Oh, this one. I don't own any of this, but I've been following.
It's been on a tear lately, from the 100 on up, from about 150. I remember it at 150 not too long ago. Now it's 216. It's a huge move. 50% move, 40% move.
This one's waiting on data also?
Yeah, they have the minnow lock. I don't know what stage. It's a device that they insert to, I think it's a device to disinfect or venal catheters rather than risk removing them, which could be a very risky procedure and costly one. Their device or gizmo, kills the bacteria and you don't stops the need for removing it. That's how I understand it. And how close they are to approval, I'm not sure. But the chart is nice, and a lot of insiders have bought it at lower numbers. So and plus it's a Fosco special.
Right.
I think there's a lot of reason to be in it from a fundamental point of view, and there's certainly reason to be in it from the chart. So 2 reasons. It also took out a very key level here. Very key level at 220, and let's see this level. 227. We have to take out 227. What did it hit today? It hit 229. So we took everything out. Very bullish. Buy the dips. Buy the dips and look for $4.
So
We need Man to start pumping this one again. Man is in this one.
yeah, no, Man's got some really good advice on the.
We'll get Fosco back on the show to do a CTXR pump. I'm not going to pump it. I just like the chart. I don't pump anything.
What are we pumping?
I think I own it. I think we're going to get a cross of the 9 and the 50 that might propel it to $3-4 level. This thing could have legs. All right. What else?
We should talk about Athesis and Mesa. Those are on your list.
Yeah, Athesis. And I'm leaving Athesis.
I need to talk about Star Peak. Is that still something worth staying in?
I left after. We have very little, but I think so for the long run.
Okay.
Oh, Star Peak?
Yeah. No, I was just since Jay was going to leave, I wanted to get his brain before he left.
You're leaving, Jake? Good to see you again.
I do want to know about Athesis.
The problem is your business is doing too good. You don't have time for us.
No, I like time.
That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing. All right. Make money the honest way. To earn it, not just win it in the market. I feel like all I am is in the nursing area. I want to make money the easy way, but there's no easy way. It takes work even to make money at the market. Plenty of work. This thing is my nemesis. I still own way too much of it. Maybe I'll wind up making a lot of money one day, but for now, it's a yucky poo.
Isn't data coming out in a couple of weeks?
Data is not coming out till the end of the year, if we're lucky, on the stroke trial. They haven't even completed enrollment.
So there's been some movement on ARDS between this one and MESA.
They haven't completed enrollment, but it does have a solid bottom below it at 156. So that's the good news. The only good news. We're in a downtrend. Until I see a reversal of trend, I can't add to this. I'm not going to sell any because I think we have good support below. If we approach 156, I might add. Even though I have tons of it, I might just be greedy and buy more. But right now, no. It's true. The trend is clearly down. I'm not going to buck it. So we're in a downtrend. The fundamentals are great. I think the fundamentals are great. I could be wrong because it still has to prove itself that it works for a 36-hour window. I think it will, but the data has to come out. That'll be the end of the year. So if a stroke victim takes it within 36 hours, they're going to do much better than if they don't. Probably better than the standard of care, the TCP or whatever it's called.
Can we take a quick look at VBIV when you have a sec?
Yeah, because this one you could look at in 2 seconds and see downtrend.
That's sucked.
Well, that's depressing.
You don't need Dr. Jerry on that one, on Athesis. Downtrend, and if you own it, you're in pain.
Right. Yeah. All right, guys, I gotta go. I'll see you.
All right, Jake.
Okay, Jake, see you.
See you
Have a
guys.
good weekend.
Good weekend.
Thanks for Ocugen.
This is another one that's trying to break its downtrend. At least it took out a recent high. We want to see it take out highs to prove that it's breaking its downtrend.
Yeah.
We need proof. The chart has got to give us proof. I want to
Starting
see
to
proof.
like this one more again for re-entry. I mean, not that I exited, but to start building.
Yeah, I
up a
never left
position.
this guy.
You need to add a little bit. You mean to add.
Because fundamentally, it's going to get really interesting in the next couple months. So I want to load up while I can.
This high, I think, was taken out, the recent high. Yes, it was taken out. It also proved to be resistance. It was taken out, but came right back below. So
Right.
you gotta clear this hurdle at 3.25.
Yep.
You want a clear break of 3.25, then you should go straight up to this double top, which will be further resistance at 371. There you have it. The chart is very, very clear. 3.25 is going to be taken out, then you run to 371. So it could be a very good swing. You buy it at like 335, put in a stop at 320, and you're going for 365, something like that. Nice swing trade setup. Not yet, but it's likely to happen.
Nice.
Upon maybe, let's say upon a clean break of 3.25, it's a good swing. All right, what else you guys?
We owe some people another look at BLRX.
Oh yeah, BLRX. Yeah.
This is a immunotherapy company, right? It doesn't look bad now. It looks a lot better than it looked last time we looked at this. Remember? Well,
Yeah,
all the bios look better.
The 9-day looks like it's got some mo going.
All the bios are looking better. They were looking really sick for a long time. Now they're looking a little better. I also bought IBB.
Did you?
Looking for a turnaround in the bios.
Yeah.
When did you buy it?
At 150, 154.60. I don't know what it's doing today. I didn't look. I don't know if I'm ahead or behind.
It's up marginally. It's up like a half $1. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I've been another roller coaster ride for me. That one. This one. When everybody, when a couple of people were trying to defend it after 2 weeks ago, I jumped in, and it seems like a good move.
Yeah, I mean, it's made a nice move off the bottom. It clearly put in a bottom on 420 of 253, and now it's 313.
420 was that day. That's when it bottomed.
You could have made a lot of money had you bought, had you had a crystal ball and known to buy them. But what I would have done is try to buy after the big green candle. I probably would have try to get the low of the day the next day at about 275 is when I would have gone in, or 280, had I been looking at the chart. The positive cross of the 9-day with the 100 and now with the 50 coming up. So that's good. The chart is looking good now. After the big run up, it first looks good. But you got to take out let's throw the resistance.
Yeah.
And show where it could run to. Now the chart is more interesting than when it was in a falling knife pattern. And people on Twitter correctly forecast some catalysts that would move the stock. I don't know what they were, but they must have happened. We have solid resistance at 320. Take that out and it should run. So you could play this as a Momo play. Buy at 3.25.
Mm-hmm.
So I would put this in my watch list for 320, break at 320. Start thinking about a swing.
Time to do CVM.
I think we're getting close to, we did the hour already?
Yeah, we hit the hour mark, so we should, we're going to do a couple of lightning round stuff, and then we'll head out.
I've been doing lightning round. We have solid resistance, 27.5. Is that good enough?
Well, when you watch the tape, you'll change that.
The question is, will data arrive before May expiration? We're also solid support where we are now at the
we last show on Tuesday we were sort of hinting at a little bit of a local top anyway. At around
so
27.
buy here and sell at 27.
Right.
Right stop.
This is where some people are actually coming back in, even like at 23 to 27. Because I was arguing for a lower number, and I did that.
Buy here, sell at 27, or take your lumps at 23. Swing trade.
Yeah.
One more for the road. Chris,
Did you want to
somebody asked for CRSP. beginning of the show.
Yeah, somebody asked for CS for CRISPR. Somebody else asked for Sava. Whatever you want
Oh
to do.
yeah, Sava, yeah.
CRISPR is right on support at the 9. 9 is beautiful support here. It looks like a buy to me. It's moving on up, like off the lows. So CRISPR is a buy off the lows, partnering with Vertex on sickle cell anemia. They're looking good. Sava, let's do Sava. Sava's had a big.
This is still CRISPR.
Sava has had a big run lately, right?
It has.
I own CRISPR, by the way. CRISPR is one of the bios that I still own. Sava's had a nice run from $34 to $47. Which is meaningful because I think Innovis went the other way.
Yeah,
Innovis has differentiated itself. I'm not sure about Lilly and Biogen.
The calls are if anything's going to be Biogen, it's going to be this one, not Innovis. And that's new talk because the old talk was Innovis had the most superior product.
Well, Innovis. I don't know the news. They were awaiting data. I don't know if they got it or not. I haven't been following closely enough. I'm out of that one, as I'm out of this one. But this one, probably I shouldn't be out of. It's really trending up nicely, as so many of the biotechs are doing. So this one looks like a buy. It's now at what was resistance is now support. So it looks good.
Now, on this recent momentum on the bios, I've been seeing a little hint that maybe it's tapering. Are you guys still overall thinking that it's going to break through some resistance, or was that
you're talking about for like the indices like XBI?
I'm just talking in general. I've been watching that we've been on a good upswing for the last, say, week and a half or so.
Well, I mean, so for XBI, I think like it's just trading in a channel right now. Like it has support in the 135 area. It has resistance in the 140 area. So I just think it's going to move sideways for a bit, and I'm not worried.
Look at the difference between Innovis and Sava. I just wanted to point it out.
Yeah.
So
looking at the charts,
looking at the charts and telling you buy Sava, shun Innovis.
Yeah, they do have worse cash situation. I've noticed that.
I don't know why.
What does that mean? Does that mean an offering? Or does it mean a buyout?
I mean, this chart doesn't look good, whatever it means. But yeah, here, I think we're fine here. I mean, it's just trading in a channel. It's not really doing much.
I bought yesterday at 154.60.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been monitoring this closely.
Yesterday or the day before yesterday, I'm not sure. But we are in a little bit of a downtrend.
Just the tapering. I mean, because we had that nice run up.
But we also got a positive cross here. It's hard to say. There's mixed signals on this. If it goes below the 50, I'm out.
Yep.
I'd like to see it break the 100 before I commit more money. All right, that's about it for today, as we covered a lot of ground.
We did cover a fair amount of ground. We apologize for anything that we missed. I
wanted to talk PLX.
PLX, DraftKings, Apple, Aurinia. We'll get to those next go around.
There's a lot to get to. There's a lot more I wanted to show. It's impossible. right?
Yep.
And then made it.
Yeah, no, like I said, he's been between Man and Dan. We've been getting a lot of good advice on the chatter. So I hope it shows up on the YouTube in a couple of days, a couple hours.
So we come to the ground. BLRX looks bullish. Jake's. What else? ONCT looked bullish. We covered a lot of ground. Sava looked bullish. A lot of bullish setups.
Yeah, and
Alrighty, so that's
Arjun made money on the show.
How are we gonna end this show?
I'm gonna go with my usual. Good night, Mrs. Calabash, whoever you are.
How are we ending the
How
show?
about sayonara, au revoir,
Chicky hasn't been asking for a 2-hour show this go around. I think he may have came and went.
hasta luego.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I'm going
Vigazang,
to-
Annyeong, Shalom.
Bye, Arjun.
Go Siba. Just thanking you.